YouTube, it's Niche Rich, and today I'm coming to you guys with my favorite series. We're trying to get these edges in order. I know edge control is such a huge conversation in the natural hair community. While I wish we would just embrace our edges sometimes, I know that people sometimes like to have those edges laid, and I'm the plug. I am here to provide a service to you. Edge controls are so plentiful. Like, I can remember a time when there were just only a few that you could choose from, and now they're literally everywhere. And so that's kind of how I operate. Like, I just go every time I see a new one, I be like, and I try them out and I make these videos. So I will link both of the previous videos down below, because I promise you guys, if you're thinking about it, there's a good chance it's in the previous videos. So these 10 that I'm going to talk to you guys about today are all ones that I found either in my local beauty supply store or Sally's. So I'm going to go from my least favorite to my most favorite. This one is a little bit interesting because a lot of these are ties to me, so it's kind of just like, if you see it, grab it kind of thing. But number 10 to me was the most disappointing, because sometimes I just expect edge controls to get oily. I just do. That's just something that they're just gonna do, I feel like. But this one did not get oily, and it worked so good. So why is it number 10? It turned white. It's so rude. Like, how dare you work and turn white on me? So 10 and 9 have the same problem, but the price made this one be number 10. This is the TGIN Smooth and Hold Edge Control with Nettle Leaf and Castor Oil Extra Hold. So as you can see, I've been digging in it because I still use it. Even though I tried it on clean hair, basically when my daughter kind of gets to the end of her wash period, I just go ahead and use it because it's gonna work, and I know I'm gonna wash her hair. So I'm not like hard pressed about the white, but it's just so freaking frustrating because why are you turning white on me? And when it did it on her hair, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use it on mine. Freshly washed hair, same problem. So it's super watery. Like, it's gone. It's really not tacky or sticky, which is something that I do look for in edge control. So I didn't have high hopes for it, but it worked so good and turned so white. I like the way this smells too. So number 9, same problem. This is the Style Factor Edge Booster. So I saw this in my local beauty supply store. With a whole bunch of them, a bunch of different colors. What I realized is those are scents. This is strawberry. Smells amazing, like those Welch's strawberry fruity gummies. That's what this smells like. It's not pink, it's just the container. Again, super watery. Gone. Worked so good, turned so white, which makes me think, is it whatever makes it oily that keeps it from turning white? Something to think about. All right, number 9. I wasn't ready. So boom. Yes, that says Revlon. This is Revlon Realistic Black Seed Oil designed for natural hair. And I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw it, I was shook. It's so thick. Like, this reminded me of the Carol's Daughter macadamia whatever edge control. That's what started this whole series, was trying to find something less expensive that worked as well. And so I saw this and thought, okay, Revlon, you trying to snatch my edges for real. And I was so disappointed. It turned oily almost as soon as I put it on my hair. Like, that's why it's still in there. Like, I haven't even tried it on. I haven't even bothered putting it up here. For what? Why? So they can roll up? No, thank you. All right, next. These next 3 are kind of right there together. They all work pretty decently if you don't need like control, but it's not an edge control. If you really are trying to lay your edges for a style or for whatever reason, because that's your thing, these aren't the ones that I would turn to. Like, I grab these a lot because it just be whatever. It just be like, okay, let's flick these baby hairs down real quick. They don't build up. They work really nicely, but they're not, to me, they're not like, I wouldn't say, if you're telling me I really want some good edge control, this isn't what I would recommend. However, if you just need some edge control for your baby hairs, any of these next three are good to go. So this is the Africa's Best Textures Ultra Smooth Edges. This is what it looks like. Found it at my local beauty supply store. As you can see, it's almost gone. I really like it. I use it a lot. I do. And even on my daughter, who does, like, you know, she be wanting her edges to like be fierce, and she's a type 4 girl, I will use this on her hair like to touch up, because it doesn't have any buildup at all. So it's like a little bit thicker. But it's nice. It has a little bit of tack to it. I like it, and I would definitely rebuy it because it's inexpensive and it works pretty good. You know, for edge control, I'd probably give it a C, but I like it, if that makes sense to you. Okay, next I'm going to, and again, this probably should have come before this one because of price, but as far as performance, they're exactly the same. This is the As I Am Long and Luxe Grow Edges. Container look like this. Almost gone. Same, like it's middle of the ground thickness. It does have a little bit of tackiness to it, but it's not like, it's not my ride or die. Like, it's just not. It's alright. And then another beauty supply store find is this Kiss Edge Fixer. Another sample size. I always pick these up if I can find them. So it looks like this on the inside. Again, nice and thick, a little bit of tack. I don't mind them. Like, they're okay. They're all okay. They're right there, middle of the ground, middle of the road. Decent enough edge controls. Like I said, all of these get like a 6 out of 10 for me. A 6 is not bad. All right, now let's move. We're scooting on up to the top. These next two are a tie. They're a tie. And Cream of Nature makes its way into every edge control video. So they be out here trying. They be on it. I see you, Cream of Nature. I see what y'all doing. So this is the Coconut Milk 24-Hour Edge Tamer. So the reason this one, I knocked below this one, is the next one, is because it's a 24-hour lie. Like, I would say you could probably get 5 or 6, maybe even 7 hours out of it before it goes oily. In comparison to Perfect Edges, it is much thicker. The first Perfect Edges I did like, and then I realized it kind of does get oily kind of quick. And then the next one, which was the Extra Hold, it held out a little bit longer. And this one is a little bit longer. So, you know, soon Cream of Nature gonna get it right. They gonna get it right. This is about a 7 out of 10. So it's scooted on up, even maybe a 7.5. So as you can see, it's thicker than the other ones. You can see, like, I like when I can see that wrinkle in my hand. That makes me happy on the inside. It doesn't get oily too quick, like I said. You can get you about 6 or 7 hours out of this. It kind of got its stuff together. They just got to tweak it, like, just a little bit more Cream of Nature, and you'll have it right. The price point is great. And stop lying. It's not 24 hours. I don't like false promises. That's one of the reasons I knocked it the way that I did. This was a great beauty supply store find. It's Kuza Naturals Jamaican Black Castor Oil infused with coconut oil anti-breakage edge gel. Inside look like this, almost gone. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Like, I reach for this one all the time. Like, I just reach for it. And I like it because it doesn't have much buildup. But as you can see, just like that Cream of Nature is nice and thick and spreadable, but still, like, it still has some tack to it. It makes me excited because I feel like that's how I know it's gonna work, you know? All right, so we finna round out the top two. Top two. And I'm not going to choose between these either because they're very different products to me. So since we're on the edge control line, this is what I'm gonna talk about first. I don't know if this is Miel or Miel. I want somebody to tell me. Miel Organics Flexible Hold Edge Gel with certified organic and honey and ginger. With certified organic honey and ginger. This smells so good to me. It smells like 7-Up or Sprite. Something citrusy. Like, I love it. So, looks like this. You feel me? It's nice and thick, like super thick. So you spread it. See them wrinkles? You see them wrinkles in my hand? That makes me so excited for edge control. Like, it works so good. And when I use it on my daughter, my type 4 baby, you know, if I have a braid style or something that I'm really trying to keep like nice and neat, it lasts. Like, and if I can get her to like tie her hair down and like it not come off in the middle of the night, I wouldn't even have to reapply. And the last one that I want to talk about, I mentioned this in the video. This is the Mane Choice. This is their type 4 leaf, hair type 4 leaf clover stubborn edges freezing gel. This reminds me of Brittless Knot. It's that same situation. Like it gives you that. It smells like apples. And if you need your hair to like not go anywhere ever, that's the move. So I use that on wet hair only. I don't apply it to dry hair. I use that like to set a style in place. It is not moving. It is not budging. It isn't, if you do the squiggly baby hairs, you finna have them for some days. But when you comb it out, it doesn't flake. So I really do like that. And I haven't experienced any breakage when I do comb out the edges. So it's really, really super exciting to me to make this video for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you have any suggestions, please drop them down below. But before you do, check out those previous 2 videos because I have tried a lot. So I love you guys. I love being a plug. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all be good.